So this is a quick video about this AT&T message waiting lamp, which is definitely one of the earlier models of these types of instruments, but also probably one of the nicer ones. So I've already taken out of the box. This is just the box that it came in, which is kind of just a nice box. That's why I have it here. But this is the manual for it, and this is the unit itself. So it's quite small. For comparison, here is the Bell South CI 7112 visual director. So it's just this nice small thing. Here's a telephone for scale. But you can put that on your desk, and it's all it does is it tells you if you've got a message. And I think it might light when the light is when the line. I don't think it lights when the line is in use. It says in the owner's manual though, which is right here. We can see that it's copyrighted in 1995. So this is a little bit older than the visual director. It's 26 years old now. So, but got the nice AT&T logo, just like the box. And sort of like all old documentation, it's actually useful. You know, it actually tells you stuff you didn't already know and that you might want to know, instead of just like made in China, goodbye. So, yeah, it's got some information here about the service. It shows that it's FSK signaling. That's what this is for. So it's not picking up the line, checking for stutter dial tone. It's not, you know, using any of the other methods. I think those are the two most common ones. But this is definitely the nicest one. So it's got the instructions here. You can even wall mount the unit, actually. So I guess that's kind of nice. And it's got some nice diagrams of how to connect the thing in case it wasn't obvious looking at it. What is interesting is that this supports 2-line installation with voicemail on line 1. So if you have a triplex adapter, which is what this guy is, then you can wire them all up in this way and it will work. So, and it's got warranty information, and obviously there is no warranty on this probably anymore, but yeah, it's just all around some good information, and some more information about the unit here, and just saying it complies and all that. So that's really all there is to the manual. And the unit itself, the way it works is you plug a telephone in here and the line in there, and that's basically all there is to it. It's not very complicated. Okay, sorry about that. My SD card filled up, so I had to take care of some business. But we're back now, and here is the message waiting indicator unit. And just like the visual director, you just plug the telephone into it, so that way you only need to use one jack. So I've got that here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get that in here. Okay, there we go. So that's in here now, and I've just connected that to this green 500 set here, just because that's what's available. So it works just like the visual director. I haven't plugged it in yet, so you can plug a phone into it, and you don't need to actually power this up for it to work, because they're just connected like that. But I'll go ahead and power it up now for the first time. I haven't powered this up at all. And I'll see if I can fit that in here. Okay, so there we go. And the unit did say it would flash slowly when you plug it in, so that's what it's doing now. And it's actually very, very nice and bright. Not sure what type of lighting is in there. It doesn't look like it's incandescent. I would imagine it's LED, but this is actually a pretty nice quality message waiting lamp. Like if you saw this on your desk, you know, there would be no missing that. This is a very solid product. an example of something that does one thing but does it very well. You know, a unit like this has a message waiting lamp. It's sort of easy to miss, I guess, because it's just a little red indicator there. But yeah, I have this, and I'm actually excited about this because up until recently, I never had anything that could do this. Now I have both of these which can do this, but this is definitely a better single-purpose tool suited for this. And I have a the CL2909 here, which has this red light. It's just solid red when it's on hook, or sorry, off hook. And you would think that that would be a visual message waiting lamp, right? That if you have messages, it would be red. And surprise, surprise, no, this telephone does not do MWI for whatever arcane reason. It looks like it even says call info. If you look at this, it would seem that that's for MWI, but nope, it doesn't do MWI. It's actually just purely for line status. So, you know, it's not useless, but it's almost useless in my opinion. Why a perfectly nice modern, well, I shouldn't say perfectly nice, actually. I'm not really a fan of these modern cheaper phones, but still, I mean, it's a decent modern phone, and they didn't add MWI to it, so I'm kind of surprised by that. This is a telephone you can still buy, I'm pretty sure, and one of the more popular models, so I'm very surprised by that. So, anyways, that's why having a nice unit like this is actually very nice. So, if I go off hook here, I wonder what it's going to do. It doesn't seem to have any impact at all on the flashing. And the manual said it would flash slowly like that when you red and blinking slowly when there's been a power outage. It doesn't say how long that's going to keep doing that for, because I mean, I guess this is nice. If there's a power outage, well, now you know, because it's going to be slow blinking like that. You can also probably tell by the fact that your clock is reset, but won't say no to more features, right? So, but basically, if there is a message waiting, it does the same thing. It's just fast blinking instead of slow blinking like that. So it'd be even more noticeable than that. And when there's nothing going on at all, then it's just a translucent white. So it looks just like it does right now between the flashes. So I'm hoping this will quiet down a little bit. Actually, let's go ahead and give that telephone a call so that I can... I want to see if that gets rid of this flashing. I'm wondering if maybe that's what it takes to get rid of that. So I guess I can just do a ring back test. That's probably the easiest thing to do. And I'll hang up. Really, that's interesting. It seems to have no impact at all on the lamp blinking, which is actually good. That is surprising. I guess there is no way to get rid of it. It's not like there's a button or anything that you can use, so I guess that just goes on for a little while, which is sort of annoying if, you know, you just unplug it and plug it back in somewhere else, and you have to put up with this for a while. But I'm assuming that will go away on its own after a little while. I am interested to see if MWI does work when it's got when it's going through this phase. So I'm going to go ahead and leave myself a message. Hello. It's me, talking to myself again, to test, MWI out yet again, but this time it's for this AT&T, message waiting lamp, A. I'm not actually sure what the A means. I don't think there was, like, a message waiting lamp B or anything. So, I don't know if that has to do with the fact that, for Ren, it would be considered a Type A device or something like that. That I'm not sure. And actually, I don't think this is. But yeah, that's a sufficiently long message, so I'm going to hang out now and see what happens. So, I don't know exactly how long it takes for MWI to kick in, but, I don't know. Is it flashing more frequently than it just was? It's sort of hard to tell. It seems like, I don't know. I wasn't counting before, so let me actually put this phone back on hook because I never did that before. So I guess it couldn't have gotten the FSK, which probably screwed this up because I never got the FSK to tell it that there's a message waiting. So let me try that again. Hello, it's me again. Oh, and what do you know? I think that must be the previous message kicking in, not the message that I'm leaving now. So I guess I didn't need to leave this message in the first place. So I'm gonna hang up. Bye. Okay, so yeah, I didn't even need to do that. It was smart enough to know that I just went back on hook. Maybe we should send it MWI, because if you think about it, it knows that it was on hook when it was trying to send that, so it didn't do it. So, fairly short turnaround. And yeah, you cannot miss this. I mean, this thing is desperately trying to grab your attention. So, this is a very nice thing to have, and it's nice and compact enough that you can sort of, you know, tuck it away into a corner or whatever. We've just got some cords back here, but if you kind of just put it back there, I mean, it doesn't really take up much space, and it lets you know that you've got a message waiting. If you're trying to sleep or something, I imagine this would quickly become annoying, but I guess you just gotta check your messages and go back to bed then or something. But yeah, that's really all there is to this. Again, this is the AT&T Message Waiting Lamp A. I don't know of any other units quite like this. I'm sure there are actually quite a few, but this is a really nice one. And in asterisk, you actually have the ability by default to clear MWI, but you can also activate it on demand. So that's what I do sometimes for testing. And I mean, I'm imagining sort of fancifully a scenario where you had a bunch of these, and you just on demand sent MWI arbitrarily, not because there's a message waiting, but just because you want to light the lamp, and then you could just have a bunch of these. You know, light one if it's, you know, under 50 degrees or something. You need a jacket that day, or whatever, right? Just some indicator. Although, I guess the fact that this flashes rather than staying solidly lit does pose some limitations in terms of what you could do with that. I guess it would sort of be annoying to have a bunch of flickering lights on a wall or something. But there's definitely creative opportunities for blinking lights or whatever you want to do with these. Okay, so something I actually haven't done yet is retrieve my messages so I can get rid of that, which would be good to do. So let me go ahead and do that now. Got the starter dial tone, of course. Okay, so I've got two messages. Just now. Let me go ahead and delete that. And I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And I'm going to hang up. Now I think we might. There we go. Now, yep, the blinking is gone. It's not doing that that power reset blinking either. So I guess if you plug this in, just leave yourself a message and then retrieve the message, and then you can get rid of it altogether. Or maybe it just times out after like 10 minutes, and it did that anyway. But there you go. That is this nice message waiting lamp from AT&T. 1995, but it still works great.